everyone, and welcome to the Giles Frontier. I'm Holly.
I'm Grant.
And today we would like to share with you a new series we have up on the website called Exploring Autumn. You're going to want to go check out the 3 series that we have. We have lots of handicrafts for your kids to do, lesson ideas, recipes, and lesson number 3 has a podcast with Cheryl Bastian, and she's talking with us about how to simplify our holidays, and a lot of us need to do that, don't we? Well, today's craft is coming from lesson number 2, and it's called Gather. I'm going to show you how we're going to use recycled jars to create a centerpiece that your kids can help out with. So what I've done is I'm always saving stuff in the garage. My husband can't stand all the boxes of things I have piled up, but I love to save jars. And last year I saved these green olive jars, and I think they're from BJ's, but I like them because they're tall and they're slender. And we do a lot of handmade crafts here, and I love to find different ways to package things. And so when you clean them up, they're really pretty. And so I have 6 of them. The word that we're going to use is called gather. And I love that word because it encompasses a lot of things during the holidays when friends and family come together. And we gather together and do lots of different things. So I got 6 of these jars, cleaned them up. And the first thing that we were going to do is I had some of this orange lace to put around them. You could use ribbon, twine, fabric if you have it, whatever you have, whatever color scheme that you want to do. We did this for our dining room table. And so I did that around the jars, as you can see. And then next, what I did was I hot glued it on. And next we have small clothespins. You could use the big ones if you have them on hand, but we have the small ones. And Grant is going to go ahead and finish up this jar for us, and he is going to hot glue the small clothespin right in the center. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to cut out our letters. And of course we've already done that, but if you go on to the link, which should be above, to lesson 2, I have a printable for you that has all the letters. Now I know you're seeing ours backwards. I tried to do it so you could see the word gather, and I know they're kind of backwards, but you get the idea. Our letters are 2 inches tall, and then I used a 2-inch hole punch to cut them out. It would be a great project for the kids if you want to let them draw the letters even, or use the hole punch to do that. Did you get that? You got that working? Okay. And then what you can also do, if you have littles around and you're kind of worried about glass jars being around, tin cans work really well also. You could change the word that you use. You could use fall, which is a little bit less. We happen to have this tray, and I wanted to use it on our table because if you're like me, we use our dining room table to school at, and so a lot of times it's covered up. So if I decorate, I like to have something that's easy to just slide off. And so this tray was perfect. Our 6 jars fit on it well. The next thing we're going to do is Grant is going to help finish putting the corn in our jars. We chose corn because it was just festive for autumn. You could use dried beans, such as kidney beans are pretty. Green peas are nice. Anything you want to put in there. You could use them beforehand like Grant's doing, sort of like a sensory bin. So this is a great activity for your kids to fill and pour. Grant, about how much are we putting inside the jars?
About 3/4.
About 3/4. You're going to fill them up because then we're going to add our tea lights to it. Let's see. So we're going to set a tea light down in the top of each of them. Some of these aren't working. We use tea lights because no one's going to get burned. And for some reason, as I get older, the smells and things from candles really bother me. So we use tea lights at home. And then we're going to put our letters on. We've got most of our letters going here. But let's see, Grant, we've got a couple more letters to put on. One more. We've got one more tea light. And we've got one more letter. And there we have our gather. Now next, I'm going to include nature in here somehow. So now what I want you to do is go on a nature walk. And this could be a process that takes a day or even a week. As the leaves and things are changing where you live, we're in Central Florida, so we usually don't have a change of seasons, so we can't go out and pick up beautiful different colored leaves, but maybe you can where you are. So you could also do pine cones, acorns. Grant, if you want to decorate our tree, we've got some pine cones, acorns, beautiful leaves that you could pick up. And it could sort of become a nature table that's kind of in the process of working. So let me see who's with us. Cheryl is here with us. That's great. And so it just creates a beautiful table setting that you can do with your kids. Everyone can get involved, from a sensory bin to counting to measuring to cutting. There's lots of different things that you can include in here. So we want you to click the link above and go to Lesson 2 on Exploring Autumn. And we just want to share some great stuff with you. We're going to come live every Thursday with a new activity. Next week will be Fall in a Jar. If you're like me, we are small on space around here. So decorating anything is a premium. So I like to pack a punch in just a small thing. So Fall in a Jar is also a great activity to do with kids. Everyone can participate. We just want you to know that here at the Giles Frontier, our goal is to inspire a lifestyle of learning, to, and get your kids to have a natural curiosity and to play. So we want you to join us if you can each week and on our website, The Giles Frontier, where we have creative ideas for families and inspiration for moms. Hi everyone, I'm Holly Giles.
I'm Grant.
And we're from the Giles Frontier, and we wanted to pop in today because we wanted to share with you one of our favorite autumn centerpieces that we like to do for our dining room table. This is so easy. I want you to grab your kids because everyone can get involved in doing this, and it's also a recycling project. Never mind the kid face planting himself in the corn over here. Anyway.